Bruh, I'm supposed to be putting out about 3 videos on this dude now. Time kept getting away from me. I was supposed to put 3 videos out on Hassan Campbell. 2 on Hassan Campbell, Kwame Brown, and 1 on the Styles P thing. But hey, the Styles P thing is squashed, that thing's over. And since I'm about to put out this video, there's no reason for me to put up the other Kwame Brown video. Time has just kind of been getting away from me, so I've been missing some opportunities. But that Megan video I'm about to put out is pretty much timeless, so I could put that out whenever. But yeah, let's talk about this. Kwame Brown. I mean, this dude's been exposed pretty much. I mean, what Hassan Campbell has said has been proven to be pretty much true. Yeah, I didn't have to know this. Hassan Campbell didn't have to tell me nothing because when I first heard this dude come on the scene, I didn't hear it from Hassan Campbell. I heard it from other places, and I was like, "What in the world is he doing over here? This dude's an agent. This dude's not one of us." Then, okay, you see that he's getting in a fight with Charlemagne, Stephen A. Smith, and straight up calls what you call it, or implies that Charlemagne's a doggone rapist. So, but Charlemagne did not retaliate at all, saying, "What about your record?" First off, I didn't do this. Second of all, before you start talking about people in their record, and I wasn't even charged on this, let's look at your record. Where people is like where you have been suspected of doing this. No, he didn't say that. Nobody at all has said any of this at all. They didn't do a Google search on this dude and it's like, yeah, man, we got this dude. At all. This dude's a plant. People want to be like he's a man of the people. He was in the NBA for a decade, making millions of dollars. And as Hassan Campbell said, when he doesn't have the money anymore, now he comes back. This dude ain't a man of the people. He's been coddled his whole life. He was so coddled that we read in a report that when he first got into the NBA, he had a pile of new clothes in the middle of his floor because he didn't know how to wash his clothes. That's how pampered this dude was in his so-called hood life, in his hard knot life, that he didn't know how to wash a thing of clothes. His NBA buddies had to come help him out and learn how to wash his clothes. They practically had to help him wash his own behind. So yeah, this dude's an industry dude. He's boule. Now, I'm not saying every person that walked into the industry doors is boule. I don't think Doggy Diamonds is. And look at Choke No Joke. But yeah, let's look at those two. They ain't running around here with millions of dollars in their pocket. They don't have a million in their pocket. So it shows because they're always grinding. This dude is on Easy Street. Even now he's on Easy Street. He's got several acres of land, not doing nothing with it. He could have rented out some of his land like, hey man, y'all can open up a business or something on here. Y'all don't own this land. Y'all have to rent it. You have to rent it from me. And I'm going to put this back into the community. But he hasn't done nothing on it, just live on it. He's just living there. And he now wants to talk about coding. You know what? I think that's actually a pretty good idea. The thing about it is, that's not his idea. He ran and stole that idea from other YouTubers who have been saying that for about what? 3-4 years at least before he finally got on the boat, at least for about 3-4 years. He stole it from TBA, the Black Authority. Hassan, I think you shouldn't be bothering him on that unless you're saying that wasn't an original idea. That's not an original thought. That's a good idea. The Black grassroots have been talking about that for a minute. Not necessarily in your neck of the woods, but they have been talking about it. Yeah, that TBA guy that gave $1.99 asking you whether or not you're FBA or Mexican, that wasn't a troll. That's somebody that you would actually like to have in your corner, supporting you, quoting you sometimes to show that you're legit. Be it you're probably considering how you're always at war with somebody. He's not necessarily going to be with you like that, but you probably would want him his blessing to show that you're legit. The same way the ADOS crowd wanted Tariq Nasheed's blessing to show that they were legit. Be it they weren't, and TBA did not shout those guys out because he saw from a mile away that those guys were agents. So did Tariq, but that's why he actually made his own hashtag, but he wasn't sure. But he took enough precaution, and in the end, they were all right. They were agents. But back to Kwame. What is this dude doing? I hear he's got a shoe drive. That's something that Jay Z does. Jay Z does that, and those rich rappers and basketball players. That's what they do, and everybody knows that they're doing a whole bunch of nothing when they do that. Where's that trading school that you was talking about? Where's those classes for coding? Oh well, you don't have it right now. Okay, you got some money. You got some money. Why don't you make a fund saying, yeah, the money that goes to me is going to this, and you yourself can personally donate to this, and we're going to hire some teachers so we can do a trade school or a coding class. But you're not doing any of that. He's talking about some great ideas, but he's not about to put anything behind it. You're not the guy that's like, oh well, I shouldn't do all of this on camera. So show us what you're doing. Hassan has said, you know what, I'm not about to show everything I do on camera. And it makes perfect sense. I respect that. When I was busy going around in New York at the height of the virus, giving out food to people that couldn't go out because they were elderly, sick, or had the virus themselves, I wasn't taping that. And I was doing YouTube at that time. I could have did that. But if you're doing it for the people, you don't tape that. Nobody wants to be taped in a vulnerable position. And that's my response to the people that want to be like, oh, well, what has Hassan done? Hassan has been doing things. He's been taking care of children. He's been adopting kids. He's adopted kids. He's taking care of kids that wasn't his own. If that's not helping the community, hey, man, I don't know what is. What has Kwame done that a basketball player or a rapper hasn't done? I need to know. I need to see what he's done that none of those guys have done. He hasn't. He has he done anything on their level? Because yeah, he did do a shoe drive and stuff. But if Jay Z does it, it's probably going to be a bit more than what a Kwame Brown's going to do. So he's probably doing less than these rappers and celebrities, but still talking about, hey, what you doing for the community? You just making a bunch of content. You making a bunch of drama, trying to get money off of it. You doing a bunch of drama because you're beefing with the guy that's not trying to argue with him. The dude came on your platform and apologized. And he was like, well, you know what? I'm going to go at him anyway because that's not what a man does. A man does not talk about something he doesn't understand. You know what? You're right. And a man also, when he figures out that he's wrong, also apologizes and owns up to his mistakes. You didn't like that. That wasn't enough for you. You had to come at him with 3 other people to try to jump him. That's something a man does not do. A man's able to stand. Sorry about that. Had something going on. But yeah, you know what a man does? When he's wrong, he apologizes for it. You didn't do that. And also, what you went as far as to do was go to somebody else. Somebody else got some old audio of him, took the audio out of context, and I heard that he also cut out the pieces of the audio that had played up for better effects. And then you played it on your platform. Talking about we gotta protect the kids from Haas. What? That's not something a man does. That is some of the most cowardly thing that you can do. And you got people like Monty Woodgreen on your platform. That video hit my recommendation list. And I was like, what the hell do you have him on your platform for? This dude's nothing but a troll. He's been messing with Umar Johnson forever. Talking about he's a fraud. Forever. So I don't even know why he would want to be with you. In a minute, he might be flipping talking about how you a fraud. And he would actually be right about that. But this dude, and you talking about building a trade school, Umar trying to build a school. Why don't you donate to him? It's like 20 wackadoos on the internet want to be a leader and want to build a following, can't do nothing with their following. So instead of teaming up with anybody, oh well, nothing's about to get done because this ain't about to get done if I'm a leader. You're arrogant. You're real arrogant, and a lot of you guys up on these YouTube streets are arrogant, trying to be a leader of your own movement, don't have enough support, but knowing that if you team up with somebody else, there will be the support. Well, nah, because then that means I got to go in 50-50 with somebody. That's Kwame at best, because there's people building schools that he's not donating to or telling the people to donate to. In his school, his trade school, I don't see him putting any moves for that. He probably doesn't know where to start. And you know what? That would make sense. You never did anything like that before. That's okay. Just donate it to the people that's doing something. Not talk about, yeah, this is a good idea. This needs to be done. But you ain't doing nothing. Anyway, yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say. This is Fortnite Fails JJ signing out. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.